And, hey, girl. Hey.
Hi.
Dear listeners, we would like to apologize. Not we didn't miss anything, but we did just go down a rabbit hole on our
Oh
previous podcast.
man.
So we're trying to save
Gosh, that's
ourselves
so
for you,
funny.
but
That was
God,
really funny. Like it's pretty funny.
you're welcome, Maim.
So dear
You're
listeners, we did devolve a bit into
yeah.
some funny stuff. So thank you for being here with us.
Yes. Yes,
Um
but it got us primed for this podcast. We're primed now.
we already have
We
the
are
giggles and we're
ready.
just getting
We are
started.
ready. We've hit the clutch and ready to go running. We're that's a
Is that
car
what a
reference.
clutch does?
It changes the gears.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
You've never driven a stick before, have you?
I tried once, and my dad kicked me
Just
out of the
once?
car.
Kicked you out of the car?
Okay, clearly I'm gonna have to elaborate. So when it was
Uh-huh.
time for when I was learning how to drive, after I got down automatic, you probably remember that brief period of time where my dad had an F-150, and he decided that I needed to learn how to drive it. So on the street, this is when we moved. So this is in the other house. On the
Okay.
street that I lived on, he said,
Uh-huh.
"Okay, we're gonna drive to the end of the street, the one that's down the street from my house,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna teach you how to do it." So what I didn't know about clutches and all of that stuff is that
hmm
if you don't do it right, your car can start shaking.
Oh yeah. And turn
So
off.
yeah, so like imagine that inside of an F-150.
Uh-huh.
And dear listeners, remember we're from the South, so that's a pretty normal truck. So after the third time, when right, he literally said, "Get out! You have to walk back to the house. I can't." He said, "I can't actually sit here with you right now because." I was like, I said I couldn't do it, and I've never even tried ever since then. I've
So,
never
I
even tried.
mean, like, luckily that was not on the first street you lived on, because that's a much busier street.
Girl, that would have been bad. That
You
would
would,
have been real
you
bad.
would end up at that graveyard
That would've-
accidentally.
the graveyard that I used to talk to the people back then.
Did they
Well,
talk back?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say now. It's in my head. They kind of did, but I realize how that would sound to most people.
Well, girl, it's just you and me. And our dear listeners, Maim, and our
Forgot.
dear listeners.
Forgot we were sitting here just talking over this thing.
But just,
You're right.
hey, Maim, I'm planning on coming back in February.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. I believe the weekend of the 9th is what I'm coming back. I've already like looked into flights and got a hotel booked. So
Oh my God. Yes.
yes, so I've got actually have 2 hotels booked. I just have to cancel one of them. I don't know
Is
whether
that a thing? Is that a thing people do?
you can book so that you're in 2 hotels for a cheaper price, and then just cancel one and not pay for it. Yeah.
Well, there's so much about these things that I just didn't know anything about.
I mean, that's what I do. So one of them is La Quinta,
Not the La Quinta, honey.
and the La Quinta near you, and the other one is the Sheraton near you. Now the Sheraton is much nicer, but the La Quinta will also be much cheaper. It has pretty decent reviews, so I'm like,
well, the Sheraton is. Listeners are like, "What's happening?" The Sheraton is only going to get more expensive because we actually just walked around the other day. They're putting it. There's even more stuff that's in that little shopping plaza now beside of it, so it's just going to get to be even more pricey.
I mean, do I really want to deal with all that? That parking, that's another thing. That parking was also atrocious.
They're putting
Like-
in a donut shop. I'm so excited.
Oh, I mean, girl, that would be great. Are you going to be up in time to go to it?
I will make myself get up
I
for
mean,
donuts.
I do wake up early, and I could just go over there.
You do. I don't understand that about you. Like, I always thought we were more along the same lines in that aspect. Have you always been like that?
No, yes. I mean, teenage years, I would wake up between 10 and 1, but you would wake up between 2 and 5, so there's...
I never. Wait, never mind. I was literally gonna be like, and then I said I woke up at 2 today. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, and in my adult life, no. I have my natural wake up time is 8.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's not. I do wake up at between 6 and 6:30 every morning to get to work, but
that's wild.
My natural wake up time is 8.
I mean, that to me that's crazy.
Yeah. I think the last time I slept till 9 whenever I was in Florida because I was so drunk that one night I woke up the next day at 9.
You were drunk? How did you get so drunk? I don't understand. Who got you that drunk?
The gay, what's that drag queen's name with the walk?
Oh my God. I have to tell you something really ridiculous about her.
Okay.
So this week, she was making this post about how she's going to have to pull back on like being so crazy because I didn't know in her day job, she's a teacher. And she was talking about the fact that she was talking about the fact that she just got voted like her department head. I was like, I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Yes, that person teaches children, like just in general. So
I would not. So if I was a teacher, I would never say that I am also a drag queen online.
Well, I don't know.
Although it's probably Wilton Manors, right? So it probably does not matter.
Yeah, I think like I don't think she's and it's also like I mean, kudos to her also, I'll say. Because she is a what's the word I'm looking for? She works with special needs students. Okay. So I mean, you know, like she has some pluses.
Yeah.
It just really when I read that I was like, girl, really? It's whoo.
Yeah, like,
listeners, like we have a drag queen down here. I'm not gonna do her name just because because I do like her, but she is a hot mess. I took Mims to see her show, and Mims, who is used to seeing hot messes, was even speechless. That's how much of a level of hot mess.
That's exactly right. Exactly. Exactly.
You're an awful human being.
Speaking of messages that I send Maim on the side. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. Like. It did not sound like wet macaroni. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast? Lord Jesus, I just looked over and there he was. Did you know that we have another podcast?
That's what Mary said.
That's his mother.
I meant the other Mary.
Oh, Magdalene. Dear listeners, look for Baking Sugar wherever you get your podcasts. It's the Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have merchandise?
No.
Not really. If you go to MimsMaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I like?
5-star reviews.
I love Blonde Jack Jesus and 5-star reviews. Dear listeners, if you enjoy this, what we do.
Jackman's nickname.
Blonde? Hugh Jackman's ever been blonde. Dear listeners, if you like this.
If you like this, heaven help you.
Heaven help you, but please leave us a 5-star review. It really helps boost us and like get us known and like all that good stuff. Maim, are you ready to get in this episode? This is season 2, episode 5, Corned Beef and Carnage.
beef.
Yeah, God, this episode.
It's a lot.
So we're in New York City.
A lot of scene
New York
chewing.
City.
Get a rope.
And we're at Kincaid Advertising.
That is the premier advertiser in New York.
It is. It is. They have elevators and stuff. We meet Grover Burns, owner of the franchised Corned Beef Castle. So my husband asked me about this. Does it make any sense for
beef?
Well, no, he knows what corned beef is. No, he asked me, does it make any sense for corned beef like a McDonald's of corned beef? And I was like, well, during that time, Arby's and Rax were expanding throughout. They aren't corned beef, they are roast beef, but it's sort of a play on that. Dear listeners, if you ain't, Rax was, oh my God, their milkshakes brought all the boys to the yard.
I loved Rax so much.
I know you love their salad.
I did love their salad.
I know.
Oh, it had that strange pepperiness to it. I never could understand.
You know, I love a cheap salad. I love salad. I love salad bars. I love a good salad. I love a bad salad. I love an overdressed salad.
Not in front of my salad.
I do not like an underdressed salad.
Because you're a prude. I don't know what's up with me today.
You're actually funny. I don't know you must be feeling better.
I think that's what I think my body is just like, okay, we can start being silly now.
Yeah. So were you able to sing this past Thursday?
I sang a little bit, not a lot. But I sang a little bit.
How was Shelley Winters? What's her name?
Shelley Novak.
Shelley Novak.
It was a hoot. It was a hoot, and it was a hoot because some of my regulars were like, who are all these people? Because all of these like old school Shelley folks came in, and they're like Shelley attracted some unusual people. And so you got just like the people that are now there just for like good old karaoke is like, why are there people dressed like this? And who are these people? Like people like men in bras and like skirts that were not, they were like cis men. It was all a lot of weird stuff. So
okay,
it was fun.
So we find out that Larry owns the ad. We meet Larry. He owns the ad agency.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that Grover is stalling on signing the contract, like a contract renewal for the ads with Larry's agency, Kincaid Agency. We find out his wife's name is Polly. She wants a cracker. And then there's a nice woman there named Victoria. And Grover, like, creeps on her real bad.
Oh, he's so gross. Ugh, he's so gross.
We find out that everybody wants to go to lunch, but, you know, Larry's like, you have to go, Victoria, because Grover, you know, wants you there. And she's like, no, my Aunt JB is coming. Another niece of one Jessica.
But we're going to later find out that this is actually a part 2 from a previous kind of setup. Because, you know.
How?
They've been in another episode before.
Have they?
Yes.
Which episode?
You don't remember the first episode where Jeff Conway is the one who's accused of murder?
Is this the hold on here. This is not a continuation of that.
It's the same couple. That's the same niece.
Hold on here. Jeff Conway.
Yeah.
Which episode was that?
Oh, Lord. Hold on. I can't believe you don't remember that last episode. Jeff Conway. Hold on. It was yeah, the two of them are in they're in like four different episodes of the show over time.
Okay. What's it called?
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Episode season 1, episode 2, Birds of a Feather.
Is that the drag one?
Yes. That's why I don't.
Oh.
That's why I can't believe you don't remember this.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
Of all the episodes for you to have forgotten.
Girl, I don't remember the actors.
I know it's not the actors, but like it's specifically like the same two people from one of the biggest episodes. Him as a struggling actor, now he's still a struggling actor, but now they're in New York. Like,
girl, what did you have for lunch 2 days ago?
2 days ago. What day was that? Friday? On Friday I had pepper pasta. Except I changed the pasta and I used rice. So it was like a chicken with like a creamy pepper sauce.
I don't. Okay, I'm proud of you. I don't remember what I had 2 days ago for lunch.
Got it.
By the way, also, I don't know if you know this. I can read a book and talk to you about the book for literally 2 days after. After that, I'm done. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it does not stay with me, like, because it just drains out. My brain does not file it as important.
I think. Well, I mean, I think that's actually not a terrible thing because remember, I'm the opposite where I can't stop remembering things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that makes sense.
But no, this does make sense that this is this couple, and that does make. Thank you for what I should do rather than make fun and all that sort of stuff is go, Maim, thank you for that insight. That's actually very important insight.
Yay.
I don't get you're welcome or anything. An acknowledgement of my acknowledgement of your acknowledgement. Why am I even doing this podcast? So JB's downstairs and walking with Howard. Did we find out that his name was Howard in that? I guess we probably did.
Yeah.
Okay. Francois is the restaurant downstairs of this building. And it's like the restaurant that ad deals are done in, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This very specific restaurant that all the ad agencies go hang out at.
And there's an express elevator to the top floor to Kincaid Advertising. So they go up the elevator and we meet Aubrey, who works at Kincaid. He's the dude from MASH.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Who's always wearing a hat, so you don't know how bald he is in real life.
No, yeah.
So Victoria comes out and is like, "Hey, I have to do lunch. I can't meet y'all for lunch." Howard's a little annoyed, but JB's like, "No, I'm going to stay over and we'll do dinner at 9." Which in Florida is called breakfast.
It is.
Because they've already gone to sleep and have woken up 8 hours later.
They went to sleep at 4 and they're like, oh, it's breakfast. And then they go back to bed.
Uh-huh.
And then they have like second breakfast in the actual morning.
Yeah. Dear listeners, when I went down to Florida and we got dinner it was like 7:30, 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Empty. Like, just everything completely empty. It was great. Mm-hmm. It was great. Was it not
I told
great?
you, for people our age, Florida's great sometimes because you're like, oh, wow.
Now, however, in Wilton Manors, it was not like that, right? Like
now, at 8 o'clock in Wilton Manors, that's where we're in the middle of what I call the transitional hour. So between like 7 and 9, that's when all of the older gays start retiring back. They've been drinking since 5. Okay. So the older gays start to get back to their places while the middle-aged and younger gays start showing up. So it is very much a transitional hour.
I got you. Yeah.
So it looks really busy from 7 to 9, and then at like 9, it's like, where did everybody go? Oh, most of them went home. Dude.
Yeah. So we're at lunch now. We're at Victoria's lunch, and we meet Polly,
Hey.
that girl,
Mm-hmm.
because it's what is her name in Newhart show? She's a secretary.
She's secretary from New York. I
Yeah,
can't remember what her character's name
I don't
was,
remember
though.
her name is though, but
But
like
always a hoot. Always a hoot.
she's one of my favorite like sight gags or little gags was in Murphy Brown. Murphy Brown could never, like, part of her shtick was she could never keep a secretary because they were always just bad, a receptionist, secretary, whatever. And then she comes along and it's like perfect, has everything done. And Murphy was actually going to make her an offer. And then Bob Newhart shows up and takes her back. Right.
I love the old days when like they used to like co-sign somebody to be like, this is good. Like Bob Newhart was like, this right here, this is good. You guys should be watching this by
Yeah.
making a guest appearance.
Yeah. Wait, was it all the way? Bob Newhart was over by this time. This is Newhart.
Yeah, this was the Newhart times.
Yeah, and she
and this was like near
Newhart.
the end of Newhart too. Like this
Yeah, she wasn't in Newhart
Yeah, no, she wasn't on Newhart.
until the
She was on the original.
Yeah. Which one did you prefer?
Oh, the original.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I was never. My brother, so big sister Maim, loved the '80s Newhart. Like that was one of her favorite sitcoms. It was very weird when now that I think about it, I'm like, what an odd show for somebody to, it just wasn't. It didn't strike me as being that kind of thing. But her favorite characters were the Daryls.
Daryl, and Daryl.
Yes.
I've got a question. Did you AI this, or did you just find this on the web?
Oh, I definitely plugged it into AI. Definitely. Definitely.
They could have made him hung.
I mean, I didn't put that in the prompt.
But do you get it? It's witty.
Oh, I totally.
It's witty because, girl, look at me. There's hung and there's hung.
Well, now I'm gonna have to change the prompt and see what it says.
Anyway.
No, now you've made me want to change.
Larry decided. So we find out that Gordon didn't like it at all. Like, didn't like the pitch at all. And so Larry decides to come up with a new approach. First thing tomorrow, he's going to go over the new campaign with Gordon. We pan over to another table where we meet Christine and Leland. And Christine is fantastic. She wears that blue or purple dress for every scene over the course of 3 days. They do not give her a costume change, but she looks great.
She has a good dry cleaner.
She does. She's going to steal the account. She's going to steal that corn. No.
You almost went there.
Why'd they make his beard black?
All I'm doing is giving you the thing, right? I'm just doing like.
I know. I'm just AI. You amused me.
But man, it's coming to take all of her
jobs. That's true. Very slowly, but it can't really take mine yet.
That's what they all say.
I mean, we don't have the robotics for it. Mine requires robotics. So
yeah, I've heard that before.
So she's going to steal the account. We pan back to Larry's table, and the women go off to powder their noses. And Gordon goes up to Larry's like, Victoria better understand it's very important for her to go to a lunch meeting with us tomorrow. Very important. Very, very, very important.
So gross.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I'll make sure she knows. So it's later on and we're in Central Park. Howard and JB are enjoying a hot dog.
As you do.
And then Howard thinks that Larry's going to whore her out, which Tadashi is. There's a music cue the first time in both seasons, there's been a music cue like this, and Howard starts expressing his love for Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
This insane, overly loud music cue too. Let me just add that in. This is a loud ass.
There's going to be a few weird things that happen in this specific episode.
Yes, there are.
Around love, around the love.
You mean the fact they start fucking right in front of
let's not we're doing that yet.
Okay,
we're not doing that yet.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Just saying, we have a few different things that happen.
So we're back at Larry's office. We meet Myron, Larry's brother, and we find out that Kincaid is broke. They have $40 million in back media bills from the account that haven't been paid. Right?
Hold on, we're not going to acknowledge who his brother is.
Who's his brother?
It's Walter from Maude.
Girl, I have something very important to tell you.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever watched this episode of Maude.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy.
By the time when it was on Nickelodeon, for some reason, it just always was at a time that I was doing something else, and I just never got to it. It never.
Yeah, I mean, it's Maud's husband.
Yeah, and like,
wow.
Another controversial brave opinion. Some of his shows get a little preachy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't care for the Jeffersons that much. It's because of him. I like the rest of the I like everybody else. It's just, what's his name?
George.
Yeah, George, but what's his real name?
Oh, Sherman Hemsley.
Yeah, I never
So you didn't
really
like Amen either?
Oh, see, Amen, he was a little more corrupt. And it worked with his acting style, right?
Got you.
That just something about him. It didn't rub me the right way. Everybody else, literally everybody else in the cast, fantastic. I loved all of them. Oh God. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah,
we learned some new things today.
We have. And of course I liked Amen. Wasn't it a spinoff of 227?
No.
I thought it was.
They just came on right after each other.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now 227.
Oh, now I got that song in my head.
Which one?
Amen. Amen theme song.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Now 227, girl. 227 was my jam. That
I still feel like that should go on our future podcast list.
227.
Yeah, I still feel like that should be on our future list.
You know, it kind of is the black designing women.
Yeah.
How many seasons?
It kind of went through the same cycle of like the time period. So,
and I mean,
well, there's no place like home when your family's around.
Sandra.
Gosh, I love that woman.
Didn't Jackie win an Emmy for that?
Mm-hmm. She was the first black woman to win in that category ever. Well deserved.
God, Jackie's so good. Anyway, figure how many seasons, how many episodes it is, and we'll talk. Where we at?
Just getting started.
so Myron walks in. Find out he's Larry's brother. Kincaid's broke. We got through that. Victoria has some new ideas, and she leaves them on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, it's Aubrey here, and why did you go and have a meeting about that corned beef account without me there? It's
Aubrey,
my account.
Aubrey, do you need a lozenge?
And Larry basically is like, I took you off that account. If you don't like it, you can leave. I'm sick and tired of dealing with you. I have a contract. I'm not going to leave.
That's right. He gets paid regardless.
So Victoria stands up for everybody in the room to Larry, and he's like, girl, you ain't on a contract. and I can fire you. And she picks up the best ad agency award, whatever the hell it was. And it's like, it's a plastic gold award. And she's like, I quit.
What?
And Larry kicks everybody out of the office. And then the door slides open. Hi there. It's me, Taupe Pump Christine. They were, because, girl, remember, Taupe goes with everything.
I don't know what it is about that word that always sends me.
Girl, whatever. Why don't we ever wear Taupe pumps anymore?
Because they make more colors.
They made more colors then.
Not really. I mean, not for business women.
They did. They made white, black,
brown,
taupe, red, brown.
They didn't make a lot of red business shoes for business women. Not sensible heeled.
What she was wearing were not sensible heels.
I know, but we're not talking to her because she's like a sex pot. Like, it's different.
Like, why wasn't she wearing black heels or blue heels or?
Because she's trying to establish her as a businesswoman, right?
True.
Like, the rest of her was so overly sexual that they were trying to tamper it with some taupe.
They should have, like, I guess they didn't have easy spirits in the right color for her.
It was like putting a condom on like a raging hard-on, right? They were like, this is too much to contain.
Speaking of a condom, I was watching one of those like hack things on Facebook, the life hack things for when you go on trips and stuff. Okay. And they had somebody fill up a condom with like soap and like cut off the tip and squeezed on their hand. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And then put a condom over their shoes to prevent dirt from getting all over everywhere. Which leads me to a story from back when we were in high school.
Yes.
Did you take anatomy when in high school?
Anatomy?
I don't think you were in the class with me.
I did earth science.
Okay. So there was in that class, they had somebody from the health department come in and talk about STDs.
Oh no.
And somebody raised their hand and said, well, what if he has trouble getting the condom over his penis? If it's just too big. And the woman looked up. She was a like mid-50s, early 60-year-old black woman.
Okay.
It said, don't pull out a condom, put it on her hand. It's like, don't you ever let no man tell you, as she's rolling a condom all the way down her arm, that it is too big to go inside of a condom. These things will you tell him to go to oh, I can't tell you to do that.
Oh my God.
I was like, yes, ma'am. I just
pause the recording for a second. I have to go pee.
Okay, pausing. Fine. Welcome back, Maim.
Yeah, I have a question about condoms.
Go ahead.
So with that, so she did her thing, right? She proved her point. My question about condoms though is, so what makes them break? Like when people talk about them breaking?
Abrasion. For men, like, because the homosexual thing is very important. If a shaved ass will do it, like somebody, like, honest to God, like that will rip a condom up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I guess it's
stubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that's
a nared butt not so much, but like shaved, yeah.
But I guess, I'm not good at anatomy. Never mind.
And well, it's also
my brain started to swim.
And also heat, like if something is hot and like friction,
hot
friction. like it can melt and burst. Yeah, it's
very Skinamax of us.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Hot Friction.
Hot Friction.
Starring Jeff Fahey.
No,
Comics of Skinemax.
Jeff
This November.
Fahey.
Remember
God.
Jeff Fahey?
So everybody, Christine came in. They're on their way out, and Aubrey goes up to Victoria and's like, you should come back, and he'll forgive you. Just give him a little time. It'll be okay. So we're back in Larry's office, and we find out that Christine's a very excitable woman.
Whoa.
He's like, yeah, we can talk about hiring you. Larry shows her out. Doesn't seem to be interested in the sex stuff. He has another meeting to go to. He keeps walking. She's like, oh no, I left my purse in there. She goes inside and steals a folder that's marked confidential.
Oh no.
So we're now back at Victoria's home. There's a voicemail. Howard thinks he got the job. JB next. She's going to be right on time at 9. Next, it's the manager, and Howard did not get the job. So Victoria's like, I'm going to go back to work and fix this all up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
At some point, we have to kind of all agree that Howard must be a terrible actor.
Yes.
He couldn't make it in San Francisco. He's not doing very well in New York. It's like the next episode, they'll probably be in Chicago.
Ooh, Chicago.
The
city that sleeps. My husband's from the Midwest. That's what he usually calls it. The city that sleeps. It's. Have you ever been to Chicago?
Never.
It's fun. But it is a very, it doesn't have the excitement of New York or any other big city. It's just sort of a cool big city that goes to bed on time.
And it's like the third largest population city in the country, right?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. It's not as it's not as exciting as some of the other cities.
It's funny, when I went to Los Angeles, because it's so
jiggy.
Spread. What? What?
LA stays jiggy, if I remember the song correctly.
But it's like parts of it are very, some parts are like that, but it's so big that other parts are just very.
LA's also. Chicago's a lot more dense than LA. LA is just like somebody threw a splat down and it went.
Like a raspberry.
Yeah. And I mean, New York is everything's on one tiny little island.
Concentrated,
yeah. And that's, New York's great. Philly's great. I love Philly. Philly's fun. Have you ever been there?
I've never been there either.
Ooh, girl, we should go.
I'll go somewhere with you. I would love to travel somewhere with you.
I'm very easy as long as you keep me fed.
Oh, I know.
That's
Even I don't understand the context of how you're taking it.
I mean, girl, the one thing is you'd have to leave Florida, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen again.
I will go on a trip somewhere. I have no problem with that. What you looking at?
Where's his balls? I guess he's on roids, so that makes sense. So Victoria
checks out.
Victoria goes back to work. She signs it. She signs into the guard, and then she goes back to talk to Larry. Larry's dead.
20 seconds later.
20 seconds later. So the policeman comes in, or the lieutenant comes in. He's presented with the gold statue with blood on it. So that's what killed him, the plastic statue. And he's like, bag it. And they put it in a bag that doesn't go all the way over it. And it is the best prop mistake ever.
Oh, that happens a lot in 80s stuff.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
They don't care. Because it's not like now where everybody pays attention to everything that happens procedurally.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
Yeah. So Howard and JB come in. The detective insinuates that Victoria, who's sitting there very upset, was having an affair.
Not
JB's
cool.
looking around and finds a corned beef sandwich untouched.
Oh no, that's a crime into itself.
And the body was still warm, so the time of death had to be close to the arrival of Victoria into the office.
Oh wow.
So they walk over to the guard thing and have a list. They look at the sign-in list. And the suspects they have are Victoria, Grover, Mary Jones, who's the interior decorator, and a delivery guy who came in at 8 but didn't sign in or out.
Oh. That seems like a long list. Why do they keep harping on her niece?
I don't, because that's drama.
That's drama. That's drama.
So, the next morning, that evening, I'm not really sure when it is, but Victoria's in her office packing up, and Aubrey and Myron come in and are like, you should stay, Victoria. Yeah, you should. You should definitely stay. We're going to get that corned beef. I'm going to take that account back, and we're going to get that corned beef back on that sandwich.
Oh, yeah. You get that corned beef. Oh, yeah.
So I was eating breakfast with some coworkers.
As you do.
And we went to a place, for team building. And the woman, the person I was with, she was like, do you think the corned beef here is fresh? I'm like, no, it's out of a can. Oh, but it's probably fresh. I'm like, no, it's definitely out of a can. So the waitress comes by and she's like, hey, is your corned beef? And the waitress looks at her and goes, fresh? No, it's out of a can. And she's like, ew. And the other dude at the table was like, I love canned corned beef. Can I please have that?
We were watching, I don't know if you've watched it yet or not, The Big Brunch on HBO.
Oh, I've watched it all, yes.
And that reminded me of when the lady was like, I think we're going to have to take away your smoked salmon because you all can't stop using it.
Yeah. I love Sola. I love her. Do you ever watch her YouTube stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I've been following her since the dark days, and trying to, because my husband doesn't follow that stuff, and I was trying to explain to him just how much she has evolved over the bad stuff to now. It's just it's amazing. I love it.
Oh, I know a chef that is nominated for a James Beard Award. It's one of my friend's friends. And I've met her multiple times. She's great.
Okay. All right, fancy. Okay, fancy.
Here's your one chance. Don't let me down.
Oh, there it goes. You let me down. Sorry.
Why? My lips got too full.
And your gullet.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we at here?
Don't give me no Mrs. Barkley vibes.
So we're at lunch with JB and Victoria, and there's another music cue as she's talking about her love of Howard.
I love it so much.
Well, Christine shows up in her Taupe pumps and offers Victoria $10,000 more to come over to Biddle. And then as she's leaving, she hands JB her card and says, I love your product. And that business card with that glamour shots of her on the front.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
What's perfect?
So the lieutenant's here and he arrests Victoria.
Makes no sense.
So we go over to the police station and JB is incensed. And he's like, well, but Victoria's prints are on the award. And Victoria's like, yeah, I touched the day before. And JB's like, oh, maybe the person wore gloves and it was premeditated.
Oh, maybe there's a lot of what ifs here, Jessica.
Maybe he lingered around and waited for everybody to leave, then killed him and left when she came in. Can we have Can we read the entry list? And then he goes back through it. And nobody knows who Mary Jones is. And the detective can't find the deli.
What?
And JB's like, well, why was a corned beef sandwich uneaten?
I know. I ask that every day of my life.
The detective did not know, so he's like, you know what? I'll give you 24 hours to solve it. So we're back at Myron's office, and JB comes in to talk. She asks about the decorator. Nobody knows anything about decorating. It was done a year ago. Why were they wasting more money on decorating? It's done a year ago.
Interesting.
And I fired the guard yesterday. It was he let somebody in and killed somebody, so he had to go. Them's the breaks.
Sorry for my dogs.
It's okay. They'll get toned out whenever I go through the compressor.
I think it's my friend coming to pick up her pants that I hemmed.
So, do you have to go?
No.
Okay.
No.
So we're at a beef castle opening, and JB shows up.
Why did I not think of all of the like, I never thought of any of that until you made that face. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
So we find out that Gordon was the last person to see him alive. But Polly is very into depositing this check right now. This $100,000 they got for the franchise, they need to deposit it now.
Like immediately.
Apparently that corned beef bit racket is a racket.
Oh no. You mean millions of people don't want corned beef sandwiches?
I mean, you know I do. And when I come back down, I will be getting a pastrami on rye.
And I have a place for us to go to.
Okay, good. Yes. A different one than we went to this last time?
Yeah.
It's even better?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can go to the art museum that your husband wants to go to.
I'm not that worried about that part. Not that worried about it. It depends on what they're showing at the time. So if they have a good exhibit, we'll go.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. So we're at the. She finds the guard.
Mm-hmm.
Like she tracks him down, and even though he's fired, he's at another assignment now. The sandwich was delivered at 8 p.m. Kincaid had this sandwich dropped off and brought in. And JB, he describes what Mary Jones looks like, and JB shows him the card with the picture on it. He's like, yeah, that's Mary Jones. Well, JB runs back home, and Howard has a tryout with Biddle Agency.
What? That is very convenient.
I know. So we're back at Biddle, and we watch
the Broadway musical Back at Biddle, coming this fall to the Winter Garden Theater. Starring Nathan Lane as Francis Biddle.
A down on her luck drag queen who's just trying to make it.
Meanwhile, her ad exec husband, Cecil Biddle.
So we watch his ad for Mr. Slumberland, which is a mortuary. I didn't catch it the first time through.
I did. I howled.
But he got it. He got the job.
Well, of course he did. That was a great ad. I mean, he is an amazing
And
actor.
Victoria will be the account executive.
Wait, what?
And it's all if she brings that corned beef castle over.
Wait, so Howard only gets the job if he can get his wife over there?
Yeah, we find out that Christine stole the material and was there that night returning it because JB just approaches her like, girl, what? And she's like, but then why'd you kill her? No, he was already dead.
Whoa, you saw his body and did not do anything?
So we are back at the police station, and she's been taken away for questioning. And the lieutenant says, why do I always assume blondes are lying? And JB said, adolescent trauma. Read, girl, read.
That was actually one of her best little quips.
It is. Well, Leland Biddle's here.
Leland Biddle.
He said that he tells the lieutenant that Christine's going to be fired. because
Wow.
she stole stuff. That corned beef is no longer of interest because they
Wow.
just filed for bankruptcy,
Whoa.
being $40 million in debt to Larry's Kincaid Advertising. So he and JB are like, well, what about where were you doing that evening? He's like, I was having dinner at Francois at 7 with Aubrey.
Mm-hmm.
I have proof that I was there. Aubrey will verify, and I took a phone call, and the bartender will verify. And I am done here unless you want me to go get my lawyer.
Whoa.
So we're back at home, and Howard is out of a job, and there's a music cue, and Victoria and Howard start necking.
Well, hold on. They profess each other like that this whole thing has just been them. You just didn't know how much I loved you. No, you just didn't know how much I loved you. And then Jessica's sitting there, and it is maybe the most awkward moment that's happened on this show.
Well, then she goes to get pizza. Pizza arrives. It's got the wrong, thing on it.
Right, the wrong toppings.
And JB pays for it anyway. And she's like, I'm going to go out. And they just go to have sex.
It's the show very much says, it's so weird. I thought that was such a weird moment on this show.
Yep. So we're back at the deli. Or she's been to 7 different delis. She finally's in one, and she finds the one that delivered the corned beef sandwich. And he goes to the receipts, like, no, the sandwich was canceled.
What?
So no delivery came from this place.
But they ordered it, but then someone canceled it.
Right.
Weird.
So JB brings the guard back into the police station. And we find out that the delivery man was wearing a coat, carrying a cooler, and was wearing gloves and sunglasses.
Why would you wear sunglasses at night?
So I can. So JB has an idea.
Okay.
She brings Aubrey up.
Okay.
To sit in there with the guard. The guard doesn't recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, we need to talk to Aubrey anyway. And JB approached them, basically says, hey, I know you were having dinner, but you could have gotten the express elevator and gotten up to kill Larry very quickly.
Whoa.
You always left early. We know this from previously, so the guard didn't see you. And Aubrey's like, no. Is that why you kept me out there with the guard thinking he would recognize me? And JB just said, we never told you it was the guard, and how would you know unless you saw him that night? Aubrey confesses to all of it. I did it. I hate him. I even wanted to use that award to kill him, and I made sure he saw me do it. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you enjoy this episode?
I did.
I did as well. This was fun. This was fun.
Super fun. I mean, it's fun, and a lot of it is, this to me, I felt like was one of the really good ones because in a very Agatha Christie way, there was a lot of little clues that they dropped that doesn't always happen on these episodes. And I kind of like that she recalled them at the end, like the elevator and him leaving her. Yes.
Random question. What's the name of I'll ask it to you later. Never mind. Okay. Hey, Maim, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
All right. Well, hello, dear listeners.
Hello.
This is your Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. If you'd like to follow me on the social medias, you can follow me at Auntie Maims with an S. If you'd like to come see me in real life, I perform all around South Florida. I perform with the Villain Theater and improvised comedy and stand-up theater in Miami. You can find out about them at villaintheater.com. I host the weekly Amazing Colossal Karaoke every Thursday night in South Beach. And also, you can find me online with the It's Happening Out network. Find out about them by searching It's Happening Out for different areas you can watch the show. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all, I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at Divine Miss Mims. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have Patreon?
What?
Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
No.
It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Designing Women pod. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
I know. Hey, Maim. No, wait. If you go to MimsMaim.com, you can get some. Hey, Maim.
Yes. We keep going higher.
Did you know what I love?
You love 5-star reviews.
5-star reviews. That's right, dear listeners.
Dogs howling.
Oh. If you like us, you love us, give us a 5-star review. Write a little comment. You don't have to write the comment. The review's great enough. It helps us grow, and
It helps people find us.
It does. It does. It does. Well, Maim, do you have anything else?
Corned beef.
Then say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.